And hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is Friday, February 28th, 2025, and we are live right now. And we're going to open up the phone lines. And if we can, we can put the phone number down at the bottom there. So you can give me a call. We're going to talk about the FBI, or some refer to Ivan Rakin. He refers to them as the FB lies, and I think is more appropriate. So if you want to give me a call, the number is right there on the screen, 319-527-3453. If you want to holler at me. So yesterday, all of us were anticipating that we're going to see the Epstein files come out. We were all looking at it. We're always sitting there like on the edge of our seat. We're finally going to get it because we finally have an FBI director. We finally have Pam Bondi in her position. We have Cash Patel and then Dan Bongino. And then all of a sudden, when the docs came out, it wasn't nothing new. It wasn't no breaking news or any information like that. What we did see, though, is a whole bunch of people coming out with binders with on the front of it saying the Epstein Files Phase 1, which it ended up being a total joke, really. And there's a lot of people, a lot of the people that were there at the White House getting these binders. I know them personally. Now, I'm not holding it against them. And I was watching a video with Owen Shore where he was talking about how they're holding the binders up as if they got a participation award, right? Participation trophy is the way he referred to it. And I said, you know what? That's kind of exactly what it is. And some of these people, influencers that were holding these binders up, holding them up, saying, oh, look at me, I got the Epstein files. And there's nothing there that we haven't seen already. And it almost became like a joke because the reason why it was a joke is because the influence that received them didn't receive anything new. And on top of that, we were all under the impression that it was going to be everything. Well, maybe not. Of course, there's going to be some redacted stuff in there. We all know that there's going to be some redacted stuff in there. I don't think none of us going to be like, okay, we're going to get everything unredacted. But no, many of us were under the impression that we're going to actually get the smoking gun. It's going to actually show why some of these people should be indicted, should be arrested. It was going to justify everything, or at least get the ball rolling on it, right? Because how many years has it been since Epstein has been gone? How many years has it been? How many years? And nothing. And come to find out, it looks like that the FBI lies, is covering a lot of it up. So I want to hear from you because it is Friday. What do you think? Do you think that the FBI was covering up the Epstein information? Do you think the FBI has gone rogue? Because that's kind of what it looks like. And it's mainly come to find out the head of the FBI in New York, of course, hates Trump, completely anti-Trump. We're talking about the FBI, the top law in the country. And one of the guys is, completely anti-Trump. When President Trump is trying to do everything he can to make the FBI what it used to be, but they don't want that. And it looks like maybe just maybe there's a whole bunch of FBI agents that were involved that's preventing from any of this information coming out. And also allegedly, it looks like that James Comey still has his tentacles inside of the FBI, preventing President Trump from getting the information that he needs. Now, personally, when Pam Bondi did not receive the information that she was requesting, and she put the request out there multiple times, she said, is this everything? And they kept coming back to her saying, yes, this is everything. And then she asked the question again. She put another one out there. I want to ask again and make sure, is this everything? They came back to her and said, yes, this is everything. And then somebody whistleblow to her and said, nope, there's actually thousands of documents. There's audio recordings, there's video recording, and there's actual digital data information that you have not received. Can you imagine how she felt? Now, some people believe that she knew about all of this data and she's not telling the truth. Me, I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt simply because she kept asking and they kept telling her. With that said, The people that kept telling her that she has all of the information, don't worry, you got all of it, there's nothing else. The people that were telling her that, how come hasn't been any firing? They should be fired because they lied to her. Now, see, if you and I, if we lied to the FBI, they put us in jail. So I guess if you're an FBI agent or, you work for someone, you get to lie to whoever you want to lie to. And that's what's happening here, in my personal opinion, that they were lying to Pam Bundy because they don't want the information to come out. So how come she have they fired anybody? Well, she gave Kash Patel 14 days. 14 days to do an investigation of what happened here. How come when she made the request for all the information, why didn't she get all the information? Now, she made the request before Kash Patel was put into this position, before he was sworn in. She made the request to the FBI, and the FBI kept prolonging it. Then they got just what everyone already seen. And now I would imagine that she's piping mad because this makes her look a certain way. This makes her look bad. And on top of that, it makes President Trump look bad. And Kash Patel, the story is that when Kash Patel got wind of it, he said, I had no idea. Well, I don't know why they're not giving it to you. How come no one has been fired? I can't stand this to no end. And then there's another thing I'd like to bring to everyone's attention. I've seen, ever since I've been doing videos and talking about politics and religion, I've seen multiple people, not just people in politics. I've seen multiple people say that they have the smoking gun or they have the biggest story and they're going to drop it tomorrow. So it's just like me coming on here telling you that I got wind of some really important information, but I'm not going to tell you until tomorrow or next week. I can't stand that. I mean, why even say anything? And, and this is one thing that I have a pet peeve with, because Pam Bundy, she did it. She went on Jesse Waters and she went on some other ones. Said, yeah, it's coming out soon. Or yeah, it's coming out tomorrow. It's coming out. And then when it comes out, it's not anything new. Why even say anything at all? If you're asked the question, are you going to release the documents? And just say, we'll let you know. Just say that. We'll let you know when that happens. And you know how they should let us know it's going to happen? Not tell us that it's going to happen tomorrow. Not tell us it's going to happen next week. Not tell us it's going to even happen soon. You know how they should tell us? Just drop them. Just put it out there. And don't give it to a certain select group of people. Put it on X. You remember how they did the Twitter files? They put them all on X and then everyone can go on there and see it and decipher all through it. And then people can report on the different things that they find in it. Why not do that? That's what they should do. Stop giving it to a certain group of people. And you know what? The certain group of people that they got, these influencers, they take the pictures with it and they go, oh, tune in and watch me at so-and-so time to see the information I have for you. And then millions upon millions of people tune in just to find out that there's nothing new. Just drop it on X. Am I wrong for that? Now look, I'm not even tripping that these influencers got the documents. Okay, fine. I'm not even tripping. Like I said, I know many of them personally. But I want them to do the same way, and I'm pretty sure you do too. The same way they did the Twitter files. Just put them on X and be through with it. I mean, really. Then allow everybody to have access to it. Just drop it. And don't tell anyone that you're getting ready to do it. I've known people to say that they have information that they're going to get ready to drop the next day or the next couple of days. And then the next day and the next couple of days come and nothing ever happens. And then the person that said they were going to drop whatever information it is, you never hear from them again. It's like they drop off the face of the earth. Nothing. You don't hear anything. So I do have the phone line open. I don't bite too hard. So if you want to give me a call, 319-527-3453. If you want to call me and tell me, what do you think? Do you think the FBI has gone rogue? Or do you think it's just a misunderstanding what took place here? I personally think that they've gone rogue. I think that the FBI that is currently there, not Kash Patel, not Dan Bongino, and not Pam Bondi, I think what's happening right now is that you have people still in the FBI, the same people that said that they were going to quit if Kash Patel was sworn in. They said they were going to quit. They were going to walk off the job. They haven't quit. and they didn't walk off the job. And apparently some FBI agents has been reported that they've been deleting data, probably massive amount of data. Just delete it all. Delete, 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 delete. Delete whatever you can. It's been reports from Congress, actually, that they've been deleting data, and they're telling them stop deleting data. Are they going? You think they're going to listen? They know what they're doing is wrong in the first place. And I still don't know why none of them have been fired. And I think the reason why they're staying is so they can delete data and so they can undermine President Trump's administration. And just really quick, there's information that came out where Representative Hagen, where he was talking about what happened in Butler. Higgins, Representative Higgins, where he was talking about what happened in Butler, as if the FBI might have something to do with it. And they're covering up information there as well. So by all means, you can give me a call, 319-527-3453. The phone line is open. I do have some stuff to share with you. This one here, you can split screen it. We're going to put this up here. This is Blackburn, where she's talking about the FBI as well. She's talking about what's taking place here. And it looks like there is a cover up. I don't know. What are they hiding? I mean, and then they're talking, this is with this whole Epstein thing, because of her and a few other congressmen and congresswomen, because of them, this is the only reason why I think it's even still happening, because they're even pressuring it. Now that we have a operating FBI, let's get the information out there.
So for me, this is not about the celebrity, and I know that there are many people that want to see who all flew on his planes and guested at his Caribbean island, but let's break these human trafficking rings apart. Let's get these people apprehended. Let's get them prosecuted. Let's get them jailed. Let's put an end to this and save lives. What we have learned is that there were people that had relationships with Jeffrey Epstein and then decided to move away from that or disavow that relationship after he was jailed. I think that's the kind of thing that you're always going to see that happen. I do find it very interesting that the French human trafficker and then Epstein both died in jail while they were awaiting trial. And this just again speaks to the curiosity that people have and the concern that this was much larger than just flights to an island or something, that this was a part of a global human trafficking and sex trafficking ring. Getting to the answer of the question of, is there more there? This is the reason for getting that little black book, because Ghislaine Maxwell maintained the relationships, is what we understand. And she maintained control of the little black book. Our understanding is that that information is held by the FBI. And we look forward to being able to see who those relationships were with.
So the black book, you remember, you know what it made me think about? Remember the Hunter Biden laptop, and they were asking the FBI where's the laptop? And they were like, well, we don't know. And apparently they had the laptop the entire time. This is the same FBI. And then the FBI was asked, well, what's the data on that laptop? And this is when Matt Gaetz was asking about it. And it was like, well, we don't know. And Matt Gaetz says, I have a copy of the data. Are you going to release what you have? And then they were upset with Matt Gaetz. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's when a whole bunch of this stuff started popping up about Matt Gaetz, because they wanted to silence him.
Yeah, it wouldn't be surprising. You know what, Will? The problem here is, she's right. We don't really care about Epstein himself, but
No.
we do care about the sex ring. And really what's disturbing now is, why is the FBI covering for him? Why are they not releasing this information?
Right, he's
gone. But there's got to be people that they are absolutely protecting. And there's sex trafficking rings that they are protecting with that black book. And we know that our Federal Bureau of Investigation has had a history, or it seems, of not trying to take down these human trafficking, sex trafficking
We're
rings.
talking
Why
about
not?
corruption.
Right.
The FBI should be on top of taking down the corruption. But in this case, it's like they're hiding the corruption, like they're protecting the corrupt.
Yeah, because if not, why not release it?
You know,
right? I mean,
if we're
really looking for justice,
let's put it like this. Let's say that the FBI doesn't want to release it, but they know the corruption that's involved in it. No one's been arrested.
Exactly. That's no the other point. Arrested. How come nobody else has been arrested?
If you're not, yeah. If they, you know what, I think if they would have, this is my personal opinion, and I think if they would have actually arrested some people probably wouldn't be asking what's in these docs. If they would have arrested some of these people, but it's on a global scale, and they don't want this information coming out, and they're protecting these criminals. They're protecting these disgusting people. Well, here's one of the young ladies that was actually communicating with the FBI, asking for help, assistance. And apparently the FBI agent that she was talking to hung up on her. Yeah, this is not a new video. I mean, none of this is new. I mean, none of this is new, right? We've already, everything that they've been handing out right now, we already know about all of this. So none of this is new, but so why is the FBI still doing this? How come no one's been fired?
Trafficking, I said kidnapping ring. And I said, I was kidnapped and he's having all these children come and go all day. What are you going to do? And he goes, well, you can do what you want. And he hung up on me. I never heard from him again. 10 years. On you. He hung up on me. That's right. They hung up on me.
And when was the next time you spoke to the FBI?
In 2006, when they then came to me. I'm in North Carolina, hiding in the woods. When I answered the door, I asked them if they were there about my student loans. And they laughed and said, no, it's about your 1996 Epstein report.
So when the FBI did speak to you, years later, you can't even count how many more victims of Epstein there were. What did they say to you then?
And my agent, she said, Maria, we're going to get him. Anyway, bottom line, they didn't get him, Jesse.
So they didn't do anything. Nothing ever happened. Chris Wray is now the director of the FBI. What would you tell him if you saw him?
Christopher Wray, I want you to look me in the eye, and I want you to apologize to me. I want you to say, Maria, I am so sorry you lost your youth. I am so sorry you are being mocked right now online because we won't release your 1996 report. So we're essentially lying about you. We're essentially saying you're worthless and we don't care about you. And that's how I feel. I want Christopher Wray to say, I'm so sorry we've treated you like you're worthless. I'm so sorry we didn't do our job for the American people.
Jennifer, if I could ask you, you're now going to take legal action against the FBI?
Yes, we've put in place a procedure, which is to file a notice of claim, which is a precursor to any lawsuit against a federal agency. You have to give them 6 months notice. This is statutorily required. So we are in the process of getting that notice of claim filed with the FBI.
And what's the basis of the claim specifically?
The basis of the claim is very much about the failure, the utter failure of the FBI to pay.
And this was not a new video. And I'm pretty sure that, the full force of the FBI probably came down on her, all this information. And Christopher Wray, he's not going to apologize because he's part of the problem. He was part of the problem. He might still be part of the problem, just like Comey still having access to FBI agents and probably still making phone calls saying, hey, you got to fight against Trump. You can't let this information come out. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, the level of corruption with Comey, James Comey, the failed FBI director. This should have never happened in the first place. And how is it that we have an FBI, which was supposed to be the most trusted law enforcement in America, if not the world, and they're the most corrupt? It's coming to find out that they are the most corrupt. But we're supposed to, look the other way. It's supposed to be all fine. And I think, personally, this corruption started under Obama. It really did. This corruption, and we all say it started on Obama, but it probably started before then, right? Probably J. Edgar Hoover. But it just became more in our face and more prevalent when Obama was in office, the way he was weaponizing everything against the American people. And even when Comey was spying on President Trump, remember, Comey was there when Obama was there. So Obama had to have known that they were spying, the FBI was spying on President Trump, at the time, candidate Trump. And no one seems to ever really bring that information up. Listen to this one, because this is the first time I've ever heard, even on Fox News, where they even bring up the fact that this was under Obama. But no one ever asked, what did Obama know? You can't tell me that the FBI spying on a presidential candidate and the sitting president is not aware of it? You mean the Attorney General didn't tell the sitting president? Really?
About what the Obama Justice Department ordered federal lawyers to do and not to do concerning the Hillary Clinton email investigation. Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge tells us in sworn testimony on Capitol Hill, one of the insiders told lawmakers what she was told.
During closed-door testimony last summer, former FBI lawyer Lisa Page said the Obama administration's Justice Department advised the FBI not to pursue the gross negligence statute for Hillary Clinton in the mishandling of classified information. Former U.S. Attorney and House Republican John Ratcliffe led the line of questioning about the statute, known as 18 U.S.C. 793. Ratcliffe, you're making it sound like it was the department that told you you're not going to charge gross negligence because we're the prosecutors. Page interrupted. That is correct. Page's testimony appears to conflict with then FBI Director James Comey's recommendation in July 2016 against criminal charges for Clinton.
What I can assure the American people is that this investigation was done honestly, competently, and independently. No outside influence of any kind was brought to bear.
The Republican-led House Oversight and Judiciary Committee investigation ended in January. With Democrats now in control, the committee's new ranking Republican made the Page transcript public.
The transcript releases show an inherent two-tier system, one in which Hillary Clinton gets the treatment that she got, where there was actually at first concern that they were going to charge her, and then with Loretta Lynch in charge, before she recused herself, made it very clear that that was not going to happen.
The tip-off came from a chart drawn up by federal investigators assigned to the Clinton case known as mid-year exam. Fox News has confirmed that the chart listed possible federal statutes for prosecution. Next to gross negligence was a notation, quote, DOJ not willing to charge this. Only known cases are military. Cases when accused lost the information. In response to the Page revelations, the president tweeted the transcripts, quote, make the Obama Justice Department look exactly like it was, a broken and corrupt machine.
The Page transcript also confirms Fox's earlier reporting. The Page testified Russia collusion was still unproven when Special Counsel Robert Mueller was appointed. Brett?
Captain, thank you.
So this has been going on for a long time with the FBI. It's nothing new. And it's like, you know, inside the FBI, they're probably saying, you know what, we don't have to give up this information. We don't listen to Trump. These FBI rogue agents believe that they are above the law and they are part of maybe they think that they're part of the shadow government. So the shadow government doesn't have to adhere to any of President Trump's orders. So they can do whatever it is that they want to do. When President Trump tells the FBI to do something, then it goes to Pam Bondi, of course. He tells Pam Bondi, then it goes down to Kash Patel and then Dan Bongino. I'm like, well, that's y'all. We don't have to listen to it because we're our own entity. Now, last night, when all of this came out, Kash Patel did put a comment out there. You want to put that on the screen, Shannon? Kash Patel did put a statement out about what came about. Now, we're going to see. So did they get the documents this morning? Did she get all the documents this morning?
I have not seen an update on that.
It's been really quiet.
Yep. Unfortunately, it's really quiet.
It's really quiet. I'm just kind of curious. If y'all know, let me know in the comments. And look, the phone line is open. I don't know why no one wants to call me. I don't bite that hard. Give me a call. I really want to know what you think about all of this. Do you think the FBI has gone rogue or what? But listen.
Yeah. Kash Patel put this out last night. He said the FBI is entering a new era, one that will be defined by integrity, accountability, and the unwavering pursuit of justice. There will be no cover-ups, no missing documents, and no stone left unturned. And anyone from the prior or current Bureau who undermines this will be swiftly pursued. If there are gaps, we will find them. If records have been hidden, we will uncover them. And we will bring everything we find to the DOJ to be fully assessed and transparently disseminated to the American people as it should be. The oath we take is to the Constitution, and under my leadership, that promise will be upheld without compromise. We will see what happens next. There's a tremendous light on our justice system right now. People want to see if Bondi, if Kash Patel are going to fix what is going on. We're going to see.
Yeah.
We should see firings. I mean, this shouldn't be, oh, we'll wait and see thing. This is a, once they find out, we should be hearing about firings. They should be blasting this out.
So
these people are criminals.
Oh my goodness. And you know what? The one that should be right now should be fired. Actually, he should have been fired the day after President Trump won the election. Split screen it. This guy here. Is it James E. Dennehy? I think that's how you say it. James E. Dennehy. He is the assistant director at the New York FBI field office. He sent out a resistance email to dig in after President Trump won. James is responsible for hiding the Epstein files. So these files are in New York. I didn't even know that until all this came out.
Right. That's where the trial was.
That's where the trial was. And they're holding all these at the New York facility, the FBI facility. And he is the reason why Pam Bondi did not receive everything. So I'm kind of curious. Did she reach out to him? Did she talk to him directly, asking him, are these all the files? Have you sent them all over? And I'm wondering if he said yes. Why is he still, has he been relieved of duty? Why is he still there if this is the case? Right? Why is he still there?
Yeah.
The very fact that he sent out an email telling people to dig in, like, don't quit, just dig in. We're going to fight this. We're going to fight this every step of the way.
Reporting that he's a huge anti-Trump.
Why is he still there?
So, yeah. Yeah.
If
just knowing
the very fact that he's anti-Trump means that he's anti-American. And it's not that Trump is all American, right? But he is all American. He's anti-American.
I mean,
because he's doing all of this woke stuff, and he's doing this stuff to undermine the presidency.
I mean, law enforcement is supposed to be, impartial.
Yeah.
They're supposed to, we're really not supposed to know their
supposed to be
political
non-biased
affiliation.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, same thing in, local areas, but these people, they don't hold back. They're like, literally, we are the resistance against this president. That is what is happening. And the sad thing is we don't know how much if they've destroyed stuff, which there's been a rumor. We're not saying, people have done it. We're just hearing that is the rumor. And it's like, how much have they been able to get rid of? That's very concerning. Because I guarantee they were trying to get rid of stuff before Trump got in, because they knew.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they knew.
Oh yeah.
That Trump was going to win.
Oh yeah. They knew it, and that's why they were setting up and trying to get everything geared up. Hey, let me just say thank you really quick to Filter Dog on Pill.net. Thank you so much for those pills. I greatly appreciate it. Now, just to let y'all know, I do go and look at the comments, because I got a screen over here where I see all of you commenting. Give me a call. Give me a call. I'm starting to feel a little lonely on this side. My producer, my switchboard operator on the other side. I'm feeling lonely on this side. So y'all give me a call. Give me some company. I'm only kidding. I think, yeah. So put the number up there one more time. If
I'm sorry. I'll give it a few more minutes if somebody wants to call.
Yeah. So we're going to put the number up there one more time. 319-527-3453. One person said, Will says the number too fast. The number's right there on the screen.
They may be listening.
Right there on the screen. Okay. For those that are listening in, I'm going to say it one more time.
Get a pen and paper.
Are you ready? It's 319-527-3453. It's Friday. I open up the phone lines on Friday, and I'm just kind of curious. What do you think? Do you think that ultimately that, if they don't resolve this quickly, I believe that this is ultimately going to make Trump look bad. And, Trump, he got an issue with, I'm pretty sure he has an issue with that. But I think he's trying to give Pam Bondi and Cash Patel and Dan Bongino, give them some time, let them work it out. Right? Let them work it out. I don't want to repeat what we had when he was in office the first time with Jeff Sessions, with Attorney General Barr. I don't want that. Right? None of us want that. We want actual change. And last night I was sitting there thinking, I said, well, maybe we need to get Doge involved. Maybe we need Doge to go to the New York FBI facility. I mean, really. And the one thing I like about Doge, Elon Musk doesn't go say, okay, we're going to release all this information tomorrow. Right? He's just been dropping information and we're seeing it. That's the way it needs to be done. Don't tell us that you're going to release some information. Just drop it. Then allow us to talk about it. I mean, really. Okay, let me share another one with you about all of this. Okay, we do have a phone call? Someone's calling me? Nice. Thank you so much.
All right. All right, caller, you are on the line with Will.
Hello, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Will, what's going on? I'm known on YouTube as Latino Conservative, but my name is Herman.
Herman?
Herman?
Yeah.
Hey, what state are you calling from, Herman?
I live in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for the call. What do you think about all of this?
Man, I think there's some corruption going on right now. Especially, they got some moles in the Trump administration right now. Somebody's trying to sabotage his administration, man.
Do you think it's possible that James Comey still has access to, a lot of people in the FBI agent, and he's working behind closed doors, the shadow government, to try to prevent President Trump from getting information as well?
Yes, he is. And I believe that he's in control of the FBI headquarters in New York. And they working out of New York City. I don't want to say too much, man, but I'm officially from New York, and I moved to Ohio in 2018.
Wow. So you moved from New York to Ohio in 2018. Do you like Ohio better? I'm pretty sure the cost of living is better too.
Oh yeah, the cost of living was better when I moved here, but I was officially from the Bronx in New York City. So
sound like you're from the Bronx.
Yeah, I can hear the accent. I love the accent, dude. I really do.
Absolutely. Yeah,
it's thick.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, Herman, what would you like to see happen right now? Like, how can this administration prove that they are going to go after the injustice happening at the federal government?
Just go after them by doing it. I mean, Trump has all the authority right now. He's the president of the United States. He has all authority right now to do so. And he just, the people that he got working for him, especially now he got Pam Bondi, he's got Cash Patel, he's got Dan Bongino.
Yeah.
Man, they just got to go full strength, man, full straight ahead.
Were you disappointed?
Don't hold back. Don't hold nothing back.
Were you disappointed yesterday?
Oh yeah, I was very.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a clown show yesterday when all the people were holding up those binders.
Us too. Yeah.
Yep.
Man, that was so ridiculous. I was so upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so
I thought
upset.
that was a bad image for all influencers at the White House too. I thought, you know what, really, that's what you're going to do. You're going to go up there and act like that, and for clicks, because it was clickbait.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm so great. I'm at the White House.
Mm-hmm. I think it made President Trump look bad.
Yep.
It really did.
Yep.
When the people did that, and it was just really, it was ridiculous. It kind of looked like a Democrat gathering.
100%. And you know what, Herman? I was saying it's going to make President Trump look bad. Ultimately, it's going to make him look bad. And I'm wondering, is Pam Bondi, because has she done any statements since this has happened? I haven't seen anything from her.
I haven't seen.
She was just on.
I've been up all night. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. She was just on the Blaze.
I was up all night. I'm sorry. You go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Herman. Go ahead, Herman.
Yeah, I was up all night and I got up about 5:30 this morning to see if I seen any kind of news. Especially I'm always on YouTube or Rumble or watch, especially you. Well, I haven't seen you live in such a long time, and when I seen it now, I'm like, what? Will is on, man? I've been following you for years, brother.
Oh, I appreciate it.
When I didn't see her come out, man, she didn't come out and give a statement or anything like that. I'm starting to really rethink her position right now, to be honest.
You know what? My producer's the same way because, and actually they were talking about that there's possibly going to be a press conference after all of this came, unfolded the way it did yesterday. And I never saw the press conference. That never even happened. Either two things are happening here. It's like she doesn't care. And like, this is going to be the same status quo that we've been seeing for the last 4 years, the last 8 years, or she was so irritated and upset that she's like, you know what? I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to wait until tomorrow, and I'm going to give until tomorrow morning. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt here. I'm going to do that only because we know that we have these rogue FBI agents. So, but time will tell. If I guess, put it this way, if we don't have anything come Monday, I'm going to start siding with my producer on it and with you, of course.
I mean, I have to say, she did go on Mark Levin today and Mark Levin, yeah, and talked about it. I see it out there right now.
Okay.
She's saying the whole scenario of I kept asking, I thought there was more.
Right, and that's why I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt.
Wasn't. But let me tell you, I don't believe it. She's like, I thought there was more. Come on, who is she? She knows.
Giving actual statements. Like I don't know if she's filibustering right now. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. But
I mean, I want her to be good. I mean, I want her to, but I feel like she's not being strong enough right now. Like literally, there needs to be threats out there.
Yeah, there should be firing.
Yeah, there should be threats.
She should be having people fired right now for not doing the job, for making her look like this in the first place, for not doing their jobs. Because this falls on her. And then if President Trump's not happy, he can fire her.
To be honest, Kash Patel too. He put out an statement there, but come on, I want to know.
The request that she put out there happened before he was sworn in, so he can't do anything about it.
Well, she gave him till this morning.
As
far as I know,
to get the documents, but he has up to 14 days to get the report. This 2 weeks.
I mean, I believe
it's too long.
It takes a whole team to get the job done, and if somebody's messing up, it's gonna just trickle down on everyone else. And remember, she's the Attorney General. Like, she has the power.
Yeah.
And Kash Patel's underneath her.
Yeah.
I think I'm right on that.
No, yeah, you're 100%
she's not making her first move, and then the team that's backing her, she doesn't give them that strength they need to move forward, then she's the one in trouble at the moment.
Yeah.
Kash Patel, man, once he gets that power to do what he has to do, I think, things will start falling in place. But at the moment, I'm not feeling too happy about it, to be honest, bro.
Well, hopefully we'll see some change come Monday and then the following week. So, but right now, yeah, I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt just because. But I'll do that. But if we keep getting the same repeat pattern here, then yeah, I'm gonna have to say she's not a good deal. So, hey, Herman, thank you so much for the call. Have a wonderful weekend, sir.
Hey, Will, you too. God bless you, brother. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
God bless you. All right, take care.
All right, bro.
All right, we have another call.
All right, caller. Last number is 5379. You're on the line.
Hello, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Will, it's Kevin Knight,
Hello.
AKA 94 Winchester. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What state are you calling from, Kevin?
South Dakota.
Okay, South Dakota. What you got, Kevin? What do you think about all of this?
Oh man, Will, last night was a gut punch. I mean,
yep.
When Pam Bondi did that, she went on Jesse the night before. I seen the clips. We're gonna release it tomorrow. That should have been lock, stock, and barrel. I mean, that should have been a done deal. And to have egg on your face after what they did yesterday.
Oh my goodness, yes.
And look, it made the entire Trump administration look like idiots.
Yep, sure did. Like all of a sudden, we're going to have all this transparency because it keeps saying it, transparency. The most transparent administration in American history, and then this happens.
Oh, it was. I mean, if I would have liked to have been a bug on the wall when Trump heard that, what happened. because that's strike 1 and 2 for Pam Bondi in my book. This isn't normal. This isn't going to be, hey, we got to do an investigation, or it's going to be 3 more weeks, then 3 weeks go by. This stuff has to be done now. There's no honeymoon on this whatsoever.
I agree. I agree.
This will be, you said give it till Monday, I believe you said. I'm more on the side of your producer. This was damn near, let's get rid of her. I mean, this is pardon my French, this is a big ball position. You better have them. And if you don't, get out, because next man up.
Yeah, I agree. I can't argue your point. I can't argue the point at all.
Yeah, and I feel like she's going on talk show hosts excusing why it happened. I don't like that.
Let me just state the case here, okay? Because let me just state the case here. Because I mean, look, I can't argue with you. I can't argue with my producer. Right, I can't argue with you. But let me just state the case here. I'm gonna go and just say, look, there's a benefit of the doubt, because put it like this. If I'm working at a company, and I've been there multiple times, I used to do IT for 20 plus years before I'm doing what I'm doing now. And we had, I had my supervisor, and my supervisor had his boss all the way up to the CEO. And if the CEO came down and wanted certain things done, and I didn't do them, right? And I didn't do them, but I'm telling my supervisor, yeah, I gave all the documents. Yeah, I gave you all the documents, but knowing good and well that I didn't. But I'm telling my supervisor, in his position, his or her position, she can only go based on what I'm telling her.
But you know what?
But the supervisor is supposed to be good, like Pam Bondi. And this is what the argument comes in for everybody. Pam Bondi, she's supposed to be good, right? She's supposed to be good. She's supposed to. But if she comes back, my supervisor come ask me again, are you sure these are all the documents? I go, yeah, this is all of them. There's nothing else for me to produce for you. And then my supervisor goes up and says, look, yep, I've already drilled my people multiple times. They said there's no more data. And then someone else on the team says, yeah, Will Johnson, there's actually more information. And then it gets up to the supervisor. The supervisor should not only fire me, but everyone is associated with it. But none of that has happened.
Now,
so it makes the argument, makes your argument and my producer's argument valid in this case. She's borderline out of here.
Epstein was a huge case. Huge case. She's an AG. She can even look at it. She had to know she didn't have everything. If she looked at this case and looked at what she had, she knew she didn't have everything. And I'll tell you what, I would be coming out going, every single person that told me I had everything, they are no longer with the FBI.
Yeah, they should be fired.
Right? They are gone.
And the fact of the matter is, guys, is we ain't got time for this Keystone Cop shit.
Yep.
Nope. Let's keep it PG-13 as much as possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is, guys, is if she's not the person for the job, next man up. Because we need to see heads on pikes over this stuff.
Yep.
And to say they're protecting the 250 victims, you know what? This game's been going on for decades.
Yeah.
They haven't been, and they've been privy to this for decades.
Yeah, it's not like the information that they have is anything new. They've had this information. They've had all of the data. They've had ample time to redact what needs to be redacted. They had all of this time. So again, I can't argue your point. I mean, I can't argue against you about it, and I can't argue with Shannon. I'm just going to say the benefit of the doubt just for right now, but I can't argue with you.
I'll give her one time.
Yeah.
You got one time.
Yeah, you got one time because you only have one job.
One time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. You're fired.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to say. That's my conversation with her if I was President Trump.
They've written books on this.
Yes.
I mean, for God's sakes, it ain't like they've written books on this. Cass Patel and Dan Bongino, you know what? This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, if they don't have something by Monday, she's done.
You know what? That's I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement.
Because I'm not sitting here and hearing, hey, the Kraken's coming, or release the Kraken, or all that other happy horse shit.
Yeah.
We're way past
Oh,
that.
yes.
You know, Will, I swear to God, and I'm not promoting it, but people are getting fed up.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be ramifications. There's gonna be heads on pikes if they don't start doing something, because the American people are fed up.
Yeah. You know what, Kevin? You're 100% correct. We're all fed up with it, and when we got what we got yesterday, we were like, "Oh my goodness, we got the same thing. Nothing has changed."
Total disappointment.
Well, hey, Kevin, thank you so much for the call.
Thanks,
I
Kevin.
appreciate you. Have a wonderful weekend.
Have a good day, you guys.
You too.
All right, you
Thanks
too. Take
for
care.
calling in.
Hey, let me say really quick, we're going to get another phone call. Let me just say real quick to Ohio Kim, thank you so much for the pills on pill.net, and Sly Park as well. Thank you so much for the pills. Thank you so much, everyone.
All right, caller with the last number is 8418. You're on the line with Will.
Hello, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, my name is Christian. I'm calling from Texas.
Hey, Christian. Thank you so much for the call. What you think? What you got?
Well, I kind of agree with the first caller. The last caller, when he talked about how American people are fed up. But when it comes to the release of these documents through the FBI and how they're like holding back or hiding certain things, I want to say the bureaucracy that is the FBI, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think Trump or anybody else is going to be able to, rein in these resistance people that are embedded in the bureau. They're just going to, hide. And it's been so long that anybody has been arrested or even brought up on charges when it comes to anybody on the left. That if Trump starts to arrest FBI agents for hiding documents, the mainstream media and the legacy media, they're just gonna go nuts and blast how he's a tyrant.
But let me say this, Christian. Let me say this because they're already saying it that he's a dictator. There's on CNN. The guests on CNN, these commentators, they're saying that on the front page of CNN that they should have it plastered on there. A fascist coup is taking place by a dictator. They're already calling him this. I say go ahead and arrest these people, fire them. If nothing else, at least fire them.
I think the problem is now you're also upsetting your base. Right, we don't care about the Democrats.
We want justice. We want the law to be upheld.
But now you have Republicans that are getting discouraged.
Yeah. So let them call him a dictator. They're already doing it.
Yeah, I know, but for me, I feel that what you just said is because they are already seeding the idea in the minds of the people that this is what he is, trying to preemptively stop him or stymie him from doing what is right, which is going after corrupt bureaucrats and arresting them, even though he might use the law in a legal and proper way. They're already seeding the idea in the minds of the American people, the left, that as you can see, we are right. We told you this is what he is. And since they have been losing credibility, I feel that this is a way for them to try to claw back some credibility, at least in the eyes and in the minds of the left. Because as you notice, a lot of the legacy media, MSNBC, CNN, they've been losing viewers.
Yeah.
And it's because they've lost credibility even with their own party.
But
I feel this might be a way for them to claw it back.
Let me ask you something, Christian. Do you not think that Trump's Justice Department will lose credibility if they don't go after these people? If they don't find corruption, if they don't call them out? I feel like it's the opposite.
I do. I also agree with that. I believe that right now the Trump cabinet is kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place when it comes to stuff like that. it's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because I'll be honest, they still, or at least the American people still, don't control the media. As much as we like to say that legacy media is dying and new media is coming up, legacy media still kind of has a stranglehold on the American public. And they're losing their grip. But I think this is a way for them to try to, like, again, claw back at their credibility in terms of the eyes of the American public.
Well, let me say this, Christian, and I really do appreciate you calling in. I think that if President Trump and his administration, if they do not get these criminals, these people have all this corruption, if they do not get them, all it's going to do is embolden these people, and they're going to believe that no one can touch them. They're above the law. As they always scream, no one's above the law. And what is going to end up happening is they're going to do it again. They're going to continue down the same path. President Trump, he only technically he only has 2 years. He has less than 2 years. Less than 2 years, because the midterms they're coming up. And if he doesn't have all of this corruption, for the most part, now you're not going to be able to get all of it, but if he doesn't get majority of this corruption squashed before the midterm election, these, what I call them Democrats, they're going to implement some extraordinary, radical, ridiculous agendas against the American people. So he has to do it. The FBI, he's got to clean house. Look, we voted for him to clean the house. So do it. Right. More than half the country voted for President Trump to clean up the FBI. What are they waiting on? And you know what? Let me say this too. Let me say this really quick. This could possibly be, now think about this. President Trump, he plays in 4D chess. When these people, they're playing checkers. What just conspired could have been a setup against the people. President Trump probably laid a trap out there, and a lot of people are not even thinking about it like this. This could have been him laying a trap out there and seeing what FBI agents are going to and how they're going to react to it, specifically the ones in New York, because that's the same place that we're hemming up President Trump too. So a lot of people are not even thinking about that. This could be another trap. The same way USAID exposed themselves and then all of a sudden became a whole big attention on USAID. Guess where the attention is now? On the New York FBI facility.
That's a good point, Will.
So it could be. I'm telling you, we need to think about it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to the mainstream media and their influence over, I want to say, maybe squishy Republicans or independents, if you will, do you feel that even though they're losing their grip, if they continue to slander and paint Donald Trump in a bad light, if he does go through, which I agree he should, but if he does start going through with arrest of corrupt bureaucrats and, rogue agencies, do you think that for the voting base in the midterms, do you think that might sway people?
No, not if they show the receipts. Not if they show the receipts. If they show the receipts how these people have committed these crimes and did this corruption, how do you argue that? Of course, all of those on the left, President Trump, Republicans, they're not going to get their votes. They're not going to get their votes. But the people who actually see what's happening, and a lot of people didn't know about USAID, I didn't know about it either, to the level of corruption, we're seeing the receipts. So people that did not vote for President Trump, they're highly upset because they did vote for Democrats. And they're saying, we had no idea. Right. I work every day and you're taking my money and you're sending it and spending it on what? And right now, if you look at all the Democrats, they're all out there trying to say, oh, none of this is true. What Elon Musk is exposing, none of it's true. But people are seeing it because they're presenting the receipts. So I think as long as they show the receipts.
Yeah, but what?
Go ahead.
But what I was saying was it was about the media's influence on, let's say, the independents, because we already know that Democrats are going to vote Democrat no matter what. And people who support Trump, like me, I support Trump and I voted for Trump no matter what.
Right.
Republican down the line.
Yeah, you're talking about people riding the fence. Yeah, you're talking about people riding the fence.
People riding the fence.
We got people riding the fence independent.
Those people are still.
Let me just say this.
Yeah, I feel that those people are still influenced by the mainstream media, even though they're losing their grip.
Yeah, you know what? You're 100% correct. You're 100% correct. But at the end of the day, when people, and this USAID is a big eye opener to a lot of people that were riding the fence. When you're affecting people's pocketbook, when you're affecting their money, then people tend to wake up. When you start messing with their money and you start messing with their family, their children, then people start waking up. I just believe as long as they remain to be transparent and they show the receipts for why they're doing what they're doing, most people, even people riding the fence with common sense, they will side with common sense. You know, President Trump's constantly saying this is the party of common sense. So I think that's in his favor.
I agree.
So, well, hey, Christian,
Right, well,
thank you so much for the call.
Great call. Thank you, Christian.
All right.
All right. God bless. Have a good weekend.
God bless.
All right. Man, thank you so much. Awesome callers. Awesome callers. See, I knew you were out there. So I want to say thank you for all of you for calling in. I really do appreciate it. I really do. Is he still on the line? I think I can still hear him. Okay. So we just have a couple more minutes. Thank you again for everyone for tuning in. If you haven't already, please, can y'all hit the thumbs up? No matter how you're watching this, hit the thumbs up, share this video. Let me tell you about this smart money strategy. Warren Buffett just invested over $50 billion in energy. Billionaire Ken Griffin increased his oil investments by 150%. Even Elon Musk said we can't live without oil. But here's where Wall Street isn't telling you. There's a smarter way for you to profit from oil than buying stocks. It's a unique investment that allows you to collect monthly royalty checks from America's richest oil fields. You're not buying shares into to a company, which, you know, a lot of people don't want to do that. You're getting direct ownership in oil producing properties, and you can do this with just starting with $25. You can learn more about this #1 oil royalty play for 2025 at johnsonoilboom.com. That's johnsonoilboom.com to discover how you can collect a monthly oil royalty check starting today. You can do that starting today. Go check it out. Read up on the information that's there. You will be pleasantly surprised. I still am. And I was when I first started doing it. Are you ready to show your support in style? Well, Sticker Mule has a fantastic offer just for you. For a limited time, you can grab a free, yes, I said it, free Trump sticker. Yes, I know, you heard it right, free Trump sticker. Whether you are wanting to decorate your laptop, car, office space, these high-quality, durable stickers are perfect to make a statement. Just imagine how great they'll look. And they're super easy to apply. Here's how it works. Head over to stickerpack.com, sign up, and claim your free stickers. And watch the fun unfold. Don't miss out on this exclusive offer. Stocks are limited, everyone, so act fast. Spread the word. And let your voice be heard. Sticker Mule's awesome stickers. Once again, visit stickerpack.com today and grab your free stickers before they're gone. Go do it today. Go do it now. Go do it. You don't want to miss out on it. I mean, did I say free again? Did I remind you free? Free? It's free. All right. Okay. We are at the end of the day for my first show. My next show comes up in 1 hour. If you're interested in watching my other shows and some of the other content that I have to share with you, please, by all means, go to my website, uniteamericafirst.com. Unite America First. Can you put it down there really quick before we go out? uniteamericafirst.com. Right there on the front page of my website, you can see all the shows that I do throughout the day, Monday through Friday. Right there on the front page. Yep, right there. You can see it right there. And at the same time, sign up for that free newsletter while you're there. All right, and support me. Donate to my website. I greatly appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, everybody, that is it for me. God bless you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you Monday fun day. Hopefully it will be a Monday fun day. God bless everyone. Take care.